Hey Aries, welcome to your weekly reading for December 17 through 23. I am using the Good Tarot this week. I do have a new microphone for those of you who maybe are hearing it. Some of you have been saying you're having a hard time hearing me. So you'll have to comment and let me know. Do you like this microphone? Do you like it better without the microphone? Hopefully we can find something that makes everybody happy. All right, guys. This will be a general reading for the week ahead plus one card for love. Here's your Monday, Tuesday. Your Wednesday, Thursday. Oops. Well, there's your Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. It went flying out. And then a card for love. All right, Aries, there's your card for love. If you want a more detailed love reading, I'm going to be doing the second half of December love readings in a couple of days. So subscribe and you'll get a notice when that love reading is posted. Here's your Monday, Tuesday, my friends, Two of Earth. So this is going to be a card about trying to find balance. There might be a lot going on for you guys right now, Aries, and you might be really pushing yourself to get it all done. And you may be in a situation where you really can't drop anything. Like you might really have to be doing a ton of things. Like for example, maybe you're in school full time, but you also need to be working, and maybe you're not making enough money at one job and you're having to work two jobs. And so you might be just in this situation where there's a lot going on and you simply just do not have any way of eliminating something. You know, like everything that you're doing is mandatory. Everything that you're doing is necessary, and you can't just let it go or drop the ball. Let me try to fix some of this glare here. You might not be able to you know, sacrifice or to let something go. So Two of Earth for me just basically says try to multitask with the playtime. Try to bring in a way where you can make these tasks as enjoyable as possible. And one example I can give you is if any of you grew up like me where you helped out around the house and stuff, and maybe mom or grandma or whoever was like, okay, we got to get up and, like, you know, clean or whatever, and you would put on music or something, or put in your little earphones, or, you know, make a game of it, or whatever you had to do to make it more enjoyable. So it's kind of that kind of idea. Or like if you were studying a lot and you put music on, or like whatever, just something little to make your environment, your work environment, your school environment, your commute as pleasant as possible. Try to find ways to put in things that are going to make you feel more comfortable. That is going to make all the difference. And that's one of the messages I think of when I see Two of Earth. But basically a lot going on, and you're going to have to try to find balance, and you're going to have to try to sneak in some pleasant, playful approach in any way that you can. Your card for Wednesday, Thursday is the Emperor. And this is a very powerful and strong energy, Aries. Actually, it's right up your wheelhouse, because the Emperor does have a lot of fire energy, although I have heard some people say that Emperor can also signify Scorpio because of the characteristics. So maybe some of you Aries are dealing with a Scorpio, or you have Scorpio in your sun, or in your, I'm sorry, not your sun. Obviously, if you're watching this, you're probably an Aries sun sign, but you might have it in like your moon or your rising or something. But basically, my friends, Emperor is a card about confidence, feeling very assured. Lion is king of the jungle, and Emperor is like ruler over the kings. Emperor is like doesn't answer to nobody and does what they need to do to get the job done without necessarily needing approval from anybody else. Emperor is confident not because he's never been wrong, but because he's fallen on his face and he's gotten back up every single time. Anything that there is to go through, he's been through it. He's been there, done that. He knows it. And he's used those experiences to make him wiser, to learn from them, and to have better success moving forward. So Aries, some of you are being reminded to adapt some more of that energy, or to take on those characteristics. Some of you are coming into this energy where maybe a lot of you have for a long time been chasing or trying to manifest some really traditional life where like you're thinking of, oh, I want to get married or want to have kids, and maybe you're coming into the Emperor energy and you're like, you know what, I do want to have a partner, but I also want to have my freedom. I don't want to be tied down, or I don't want to be in a relationship that's codependent. I want to have my own space. I want to have my own identity. I want to have my own business, or whatever it might be. You're looking for something outside of just a relationship. Like you're a very, very big personality. And maybe it's difficult to fit all that into, you know, a traditional expectation or whatever your life was up until this point. So it could just be, like I said, you know, coming into that strong energy, emperor, you know, building your empire for some of you if you're focused on projects or self-employment or whatever it may be. Coming into your card for Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, you have Page of Fire. And this is like, I always think of Page of Fire, the energy that comes with Page of Fire, I think of it like a second adolescence. It's being very passionate, being very adventurous, being very excited, and almost like just really eager to jump into things. If you think about it, like, you know, your first big crush or your first big love, or like loving in a way where you've never been hurt before, or, you know, going into like a new project or idea or hobby without the concept of failing, because you haven't you know, like you haven't had those experiences that have later on damper our spirit and make us more cautious. And so this could be a beautiful thing. This could be wonderful. It's the whole kind of like the old cliche, like dance like nobody's watching, like that kind of energy, just going for it. What makes you happy, what makes you excited. And it can be really great, and it could be very liberating. As long as we're keeping an eye on it, we're keeping it in check, and we're not going to too much of an extreme. Because you don't want to do things that are going to be too risky, or that are going to be like too damaging or something. Like, you know, you don't want to go and, you know, blow all of your rent money to go do something really crazy and fancy, like with your hair, like just for example, like I'm just throwing something out there, or on plane tickets to go somewhere, you know, like that might be really great, but, you know, rent needs to be paid. So just within moderation. You might have a lot of desire to just really have some adventure, to have some fun. I think a lot of you, though, are being pulled towards something more creative. There's some creative project you're wanting to go into. So maybe for some of you, it's something like performing or writing or art, or some of you, it can be a business venture, but you're feeling really excited about it. You're feeling super excited about it. Let's go into the love card for the week. Whoa, look at this, Aries. Emperor and Empress. Some soulmate connection here, my friends. Something fairly intense. So this is telling me that whatever is happening in midweek, it could be a dream, a message that's coming to you in a dream from a past love or significant soulmate, or some of you are having someone very significant resurfacing who you feel is like, I hate to use the word the other half because nobody's ever half a person, but you might feel like this is my counterpart, or this is like, this person is really truly like, we're cut from the same cloth. Like that level soulmate. And so basically, this could be a balance of power. Some of you, I feel like you're really reuniting with this person, and you're doing things again. You're giving it another go. You're giving it another try. Only there's clear boundaries that are being set, or they are seeing you very different. Maybe before in the past, they were used to kind of coming in and, you know, coming in and going out and just kind of behaving however they wanted to behave. And they like, it was just, it's their world and we all just live in it. But when they're coming back around this time, they're seeing that you are the equal. You are the empress, or you are the equal. and that they're going to have to respect your empire, you know, your domain, your kingdom, your accomplishments, your power, your, you know, your will. They're having to be in respect. The only thing, like I said, maybe some of you aren't going to be in that traditional old school type relationship. I always say when you have the emperor and the empress together, for me personally, I would liken this to, it's beyond, and I said this in another reading last week, it came up, I don't know if it was for Aries or somebody else, that it's not two people arguing over, you know, driving the same car. It's two people in two completely separate cars, and you meet each other there, or you'll drive side by side, or whatever it may be. But it's not gonna be like this thing where like you all are super duper like you know, tied together. You have your own identity, you have your own things outside of the relationship, but there's a strong bond, there's a strong connection here, strong chemistry that really can't be broken. And I think you all are learning to honor and respect each other and go forward this time without having to try to change one another. This is an intense relationship, Aries. This is fiery stuff. It really, really is. It makes sense for you fire signs. I'm going to do the love reading for Aries in a couple of days, so I'm curious to see what's going to come up. You all will have to watch that. Subscribe if you haven't already. You'll get a notice when that's up. And I'm also going to put in the description, guys, the New Year forecast for 2019. And I did a 12-month forecast for Aries. And that, if you want to see what's coming up for you guys in 2019, click on that link in the description. I'm also having a sale this week if you want to have your own 2019 forecast. And then after the sale, I might be taking a break from private readings for a while. I'll still be making the videos, but I might be taking a break for private readings for a few weeks, maybe possibly up to a month. I won't know for another couple of weeks, but of course I'll keep you all posted. But, you know, thank you for watching, Aries. Thank you for liking, commenting, sharing, subscribing, and let me know, do you like the microphone? Do you not like the microphone? Does it not make a difference? Thanks for watching, Aries. Till next week, my friends.